Hey! Get out of here. Welcome back to the channel. Doing a new kind of video today. Feeling under the weather. Ain't no... Feeling under the weather. Ain't no one want to train with me. People skipping out on afternoon sessions. So here we are. I get a chance to do one of my favorite activities with you guys, which is commenting on Instagram Reels. It's going to be a wide variety of things, a lot of jiu-jitsu, some random stuff. And check that out. Isn't that the sickest record you've ever seen? Shrek's head right in the middle with tie-dye green. Beautiful record. That had to go on the wall. My wife hates it, but it's beautiful. Po Kung Fu Panda. That's racist. Whatever. Let's get it going. We're going to start off light, nice and easy. Okay, from R guard.
The R guard.
All three. It's almost a reverse false reap entry. Shout out Chris Wojcik for innovating that. I would prefer the full reverse false reap because then you have that nasty calf slicer you can go back on. Doesn't seem like there's a lot stopping him from passing that top leg, but I guess if you're entering that false reap, you would want them to go pass, and so you can enter. So I think this is a valid entry. Obvious opportunities for wrestle ups. Great technique. Commenting. Great technique. Will be hitting this on a white belt. Alright. I knew this one was in here somewhere. Pretty sure I already commented on this. Let's see. Yep, I said wouldn't work. Okay, I comment. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I know very little about BJJ. This specifically does nothing. Wouldn't work. Buggy chokes don't work. This is not a buggy choke. I don't want to get into it. This kid has obviously no idea what he's talking about. The buggy choke barely works for a rare group of athletes. If it works for you, great. Fantastic technique. Works from bottom side control. Catches a lot of opponents off guard. If you use it and it works for you, solid. I threw it about 50 times in several matches and it never got me anywhere. And I just gave up side control. This choke involves strength. If you look at his upper body, he's essentially doing a row to finish that choke. I mean, there's nothing pinning either jugular vein for a blood choke. This could be a neck crank, but he doesn't have any kind of 100% hold on it, so that wouldn't be the case. The guy's lat's not on his throat. There's no pressure on the opponent's shoulder to dig into that vein. Nothing. So this technique is garbage. This athlete that I was arguing with, who is this? Alba Sancti, I don't know. Garbage athlete. Let's look at his profile. Colton, if you're anything higher than a white belt, I'm officially demoting you. John Jock, I mean, I'm assuming he didn't write this comment because he's a fantastic jiu-jitsu practitioner and coach, one of the greatest ever. Whoever's running your social media, just tell them what's up. This is garbage. Not great. Reiterating this again. Garbo technique. Stick to the basics. This is the kind of crap on Instagram why people hate YouTube, Instagram techniques, because this is trash. People try this in the training room and get shat on. Let's see. Oh, what was that? He's trying to take it back. He's not having a lot of success. Maybe he is. Let's skip forward here. Yeah, he lost He obviously lost control. He didn't have a seatbelt going. I would not recommend this specific style of back control in the training room. J-Rod. Yeah, very strange way to go about doing things. Didn't have seatbelt control. No choke threat. Lost the back. Oh, this is gnarly. Rubber guard. Okay, I got some beef with this guy. He made an app on, it's called BJJ Flowcharts. I think his name is Max. Bought his app. Ended up being garbage. The techniques were mostly fundamental. Leg locks, obviously, he only threw it in there because he knew he had to have it. Did not have any actual expertise in the leg locks. I mean, I learned more in the first week of rolling than I did having this app, and it was like $150. So yeah, so screw me. That was a lot of money wasted as a young white belt. And I asked him if he would ever input any rubber guard in there, and he said no. Rubber guards never been used to win ADCC championships. Never been used in ADCC. All this garbage about rubber guard and why he wouldn't put it in there. And there's a great quote by Eddie Bravo. I'm going to butcher it, but he essentially says, anyone not willing to learn rubber guard as a black belt is just trash, and they can't get with the program, and they're going to get left behind. So that's my thoughts on that. And here's a fine example of why rubber guard is excellent in MMA, Jiu-Jitsu, combat Jiu-Jitsu. This is just a beautiful showing. Beautiful go-go plata by this athlete.
Driving strikes out cold.
Fantastic.
In the middle of the go-go, slobbering all over the mat in Mexico City. That is insane. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Don't be confused. He didn't get knocked out. He got slept from that go-go plata. Those slaps were just the cherry on top. Beautiful. If this was an MMA fight and elbows were allowed, that guy would have taken some serious damage. So rubber guard obviously works. Very effective stuff. Great techniques. Max, whatever your name is, just shut up. Get offline. Delete your app. Garbage. Next. Let's see this. This is just fun for me.
I got it too, y'all.
I'm not going to say much on this. Should have been on the mats. Jiu-Jitsu is a great place to lose weight. Very great cardio activity. If you're training Jiu-Jitsu, this thing just isn't going to happen. One, you're smart enough to not get on the slide in the first place. Two, you're not big enough to break it. There's a lot going on here. At the same time, imagine trying to pin someone that large in the training room. For other people, it's great that you're not in there, but for yourself, get on the mats. That's all I got to say about that. Let's see what we got here. Greg Johnson.
A little bit deep.
Yeah.
Wow, Craig going for it. Vinny known for his
I
flexibility.
mean, one of the
Craig
greatest
is really
breaks
in there.
ever.
Vinny's going to need to show this some respect.
However, he didn't tap, whether he's juicing or whatever.
I do not know how
whatever
he got
made
out
him
of that.
not
Okay.
tap to that is a drug I want to be on.
Oh,
That's
he's
just
stretching him out.
insanity.
He's
I mean,
stretching
his foot
him.
is backwards. Beautiful showcase of leg lock power and
Boy, Vinny's got some
just
very
the
interesting legs.
devastating nature of the leg lock.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's just a simple 50-50 break off of bad defense, and he goes belly down. That's gnarly. Yeah, Chael says something about flexibility.
Boy, Vinny known for his flexibility, Craig.
Your bones aren't flexible, Chael. Come on. That's a broken several things. Beautiful lock. Should have done that to Gabby. Oh, this is going to be bad. Very interesting lock. Oh, she should have tapped right there. Just by the first. Oh, yeah. She should have tapped. Wait, is that a man? Whether that's a man or woman, you gotta be lifting more weights, bro. Those twiggy arms are bound to break. That's pretty gnarly because you can't straighten their arm out over that head. Good to look at for setting up arm triangles and getting the arm lock off of that. Poor guy, poor girl, whatever. Good job. Good job. This is insane. This is great. I don't know what this guy trains other than like Bruce Lee. I don't know what else to call this. This is insane. I don't think I could do this to anybody. Wait for the spin. Drops him. Alright, if I'm ever in a street fight, you'll see me on the internet doing this. Nice little brain damage from the concrete to go on top of it. Great. Fantastic. He's got purple hair too. It's a 10th planet guy. Alright. Frank. Protesters getting body slammed. Hey. Get out of here. I missed it. Yeah, see? Go on, just get out of there, buddy. I don't care what you're protesting.
This is how the
Oh, boy. This is madness. Hey! Is the camera still good? Yeah, this is just insane. I mean, great brain conditioning. You'll get lots of good buildup in there that'll protect the rest of your brain that's undamaged from getting more CTE. That's not true, by the way. But in theory, you'll be like BJ Penn, one of the greatest MMA athletes in the game. You'll be exactly like him. You'll think your family has been replaced by aliens that are stealing your Bitcoin. So, I don't know. If the greats are doing it, this might actually be valid. I gotta go with that. Could be valid if you wanna be as good as BJ Penn. I mean, you can't argue with that. Alright, let's do some relevant stuff.
What is ecological jiu-jitsu? Define it for us.
Come on, I'm bringing this up again, dude. This is like
Alright,
politics.
let's stop it here. I just want to bring up Mikey Musumeci and the UFC's choice in star BJJ athlete. Come on, every time I see him on camera, I want to stop watching. I want to end everything. I mean, you can't argue with his jiu-jitsu. Fantastic jiu-jitsu. Not great on camera. He's not charismatic. He smiles like a freak. Clearly on the jiu-jitsu spectrum, I mean, he'd be a Walmart greeter if jiu-jitsu wasn't a thing. But, and the other coach, who can barely speak any English, can't coach his athletes when they're competing, and would just like one championship, they're just throwing bums at Musumeci for him to get highlight reels. I mean, the guy has less accolades than half the athletes on there. Elijah Carlton, Andy Varela are both. I think Elijah Carlton himself has multiple PGF championships. Andy Varela is an insane athlete with another PGF championship. Where'd they find this guy? He won Pans or whatever. He won Worlds at something one time in 2025, whatever. And he only does gi. He competes in the gi. How is he supposed to teach these star athletes deeply technical leg locks like Musumeci is and survive in the modern no-gi grappling game. Anyway, I'm not going to speak on that anymore. Let's get to this ecological jiu-jitsu crap.
Maybe I just misunderstood it. There's this new thing in jiu-jitsu that people are talking about called
I mean, watch
ecological
the
jiu-jitsu.
smile.
Just something
Dude.
Kevon keeps saying, and it's trending in jiu-jitsu right now.
Yeah, instead of being like, hey, do this step, then this step, and this is how we pass. Instead, what we do is create a situation where they're going live
So specific training?
constraints. All it means is that I don't tell people exactly how to do moves. My gym does this.
Essentially, this is, I mean, this is retarded. I'll probably bleep that word, but you know what I'm saying. It just doesn't make any sense, and it's very obvious that this is only like partly true. How do you learn the intricacies of a leg lock without going over them step by step? You can't just put someone in 50-50 and say, okay, your job is to separate the legs and get a heel hook. Okay, well, what's a heel hook? There's a very few number of pro athletes that are training strictly ecological. There's definitely elements of ecological jiu-jitsu that are great. If you don't know the fundamental breaking techniques and choking techniques of certain things, then it's not gonna happen.
So everybody here was like attacking me as the eco guy.
You won't drill a move at all?
So what if someone doesn't have the coordination? They have to drill moves.
Do you need to
Yeah, I mean, how do you
drill a
learn
specific jiu-jitsu move to learn
detailed
coordination?
high-step
Like, you could do
passing?
like lights.
How do
could
you learn
Why would I just drill the
detailed
move I want to learn?
Nicky Rod, pressure passing? How do you learn a freaking triangle without giving people steps to do? It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I don't have much to say on this besides what I just said. So I'm just going to say that. And Instagram can't do anything about this word because it's not a bad thing. So, perfect. This is fun.
That was great.
Who knows what's going on here? But I love to see it. I love seeing old men on their hands and knees walking forward and getting smacked with a piece of wood and what looks like tape on it. This guy said, "Very cool, Dean. I thought I was watching a terrifying fetish video at first. Very realistic." What does he mean by very realistic? I mean, he got hit in the face with a piece of wood. How is it not realistic? I mean, he didn't hold back very much. I feel like I'm watching a Houston Jones video. This is great. This will be Houston in, what, 3 years? When everything catches up to him. This is beautiful. Good to see Houston Jones is aging well. I don't even want to do this.
Jab, the first one I start with, I put the shielding elbow in the way. What I'm going to do is put my arm up here, it creates a brace.
I mean, that's pretty stupid. I would never do this. You're just opening yourself up to all different levels of single leg, especially when he's the one controlling the grip. As soon as that knee goes up, any wrestler worth their salt should grab that single leg immediately. I mean, there's hundreds of other ways to break that grip without giving up a single leg. Beautiful single leg. Okay, this freaking swipe to text is killing me. I'm just gonna keep going. Not now. Terrible technique. Obviously. Jeez. I'll just leave that there. That's perfect. Bone break warning. Oh, gotta hear it, gotta hear it. Oh. Ooh. I mean, great escape start. Notice where his knee is not. You can't see his knee. And that's because it's covered by his opponent's leg, the guy attacking. If he were to pop that knee out on top of his leg, his heel would be out of reach, out of the breaking point, and he could have done that here. He does a great job by sitting on it. Now all he has to do is either start a sprinting escape, break a grip, and sprint out of there, or counter right here. There's no reason to let your knee get back in. See how his knee drops to the mat right here? That's no bueno. Now his opponent has full control over the knee and full control over the leg lock. And he just sits back to 50-50 when his opponent, oh, there's the break, when his opponent already has a fully locked in heel hook. Great break. You can see it kind of fold on the way out. One more time. Beautiful. Beautiful. That guy's not walking today, probably. This is perfect timing. Beautiful example of leg lock defense and clearing that knee line, which the previous guy did not do. Knee line. I mean, in comp, that would have been bad right there, because he did the exact same thing the other guy did, which was almost escape and then sit to 50-50 while Craig has the heel hook grip. This would have been devastating in competition. So maybe it's not that great an example. But he peels the grip, stands back up, frees the knee line. So, still good, this guy.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu schools, you're starting from the knees, and mostly nobody knows
Okay, and
what
if
the hell
you're
to
in
do
one
here.
of those schools,
Right, it's not working well.
get
This
out.
one's called the Humbler. I learned
If you're in one of those schools where you start training on the knees most of the time, get out of there. Find somewhere with mat space where you can stand up, wrestle, or at least pull guard.
you're starting from the knees, and mostly nobody knows what the hell to do here.
Yeah, because it's useless. No one in competition is going to start from their knees. Either they're going to pull guard or wrestle. No one does this, so all useless.
Learned it from Rob Kahn. He made me do
I
this
don't know
to
who
people
Rob
back
Kahn
in
is,
like
but he sounds
2005
gay.
when they would come to the gym with a bad attitude. He's like, Matt, go humble them. Lapel, sleeve. If it's gi,
I've seen some of this guy's stuff before, and he says a whole lot of
I
nothing.
just got to keep a good base. But when I'm ready, step my foot up, and I put my heel right by his knee, just so he can't bring his knee out to base. Pull his arm, and just tip him
I don't
over
even
my
know
foot.
why I'm watching this. If someone wants to roll and they start on their knees, stand up, snap down into a guillotine, and I mean, good night. There's no reason for both people to start on their knees. There's no point. Pointless video. Find a new gym if this is useful to you, or just quit. A little salt on the top. Perfect. Yeah, that's all I have energy for today. If you liked the video, obviously hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe. Tell me down below in the comments what you want to see, if there's a specific athlete you want me to go over. Anyways, subscribe, comment, leave a like. It's the least you can do.